Welcome back to ShopDog-Garage. This is, well, next year. Time sure flew. Alright, so Harlan came by the other night to give me a quick kind of inspection and checkout. And there's a few things that we want to address. You guys can't see it and you can barely feel it, but there is kind of a lowish spot right here that I should address. That will definitely be visible. So I want to address that. Even though it's hard to feel, you can feel this, so might as well take this opportunity to fill that and sand it down. Deck lid feels pretty good. No complaints there. I'm trying to remember because this was a couple nights ago. Yeah, this top of the door right here, you don't notice it. But, well, in fact, you can kind of see it. See how it goes high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low here? I should fill that. Even though there is a piece of trim that actually hides that edge, it may or may not be wide enough. So, might as well just go ahead and fill that. The fenders feel pretty decent. The hood is looking pretty good. There's see, at first you think there's something wishy here, but that's that kind of coming down, that swoop there because of this bulge. So that's not too bad here. This header, not perfect. Nothing's going to make this one perfect. But it's pretty good. I'm trying to remember because it was a couple nights ago. There was something else that we were both like, I don't remember what it was. I don't think it was this quarter. No, that quarter's pretty good. Oh, right here where I worked. There's still a high spot. Well, maybe you guys can see that. There's a high spot right there that I should just knock down. Never going to be easier to do. And then we're going to, in the next week or two, when the weather is good and we're both healthy and everybody's happy, go ahead and do another coat of the polyester and then smooth that down. Now, that being said, so not only do I have a tiny bit of fill and sand work to do back to 320, the cowl itself here we're happy with. This feels great, so I'm going to go ahead and do this in 600 and get this nice and smooth. Like I said, this unfortunately will probably, well, in fact, I know for a fact it's going to have more of the polyester on it. You can just see it's a little high here and a little low right there. You can kind of feel it. And if I can kind of feel it, might as well just take care of it. I have a little more filler left. And then I'm just going to go over the whole car one more time, see if there's anything else that I might as well fill. You know, I've mentioned it a bunch of times. It's not going to be some perfect show car, but I want it to be the best I can do. So, we're getting there. All right, before I mix anything up, I went ahead and got that as smooth as I could here. And you'll see low spot here and right here that I can also feel. And I can't feel them anymore, but I think I'll throw some right there as well. I've got this hammered down right here now, so I'll go ahead and throw some filler on that. I've got this cleaned up and ready for filler here as well. And there was somewhere else I wanted it. Oh, okay, well, there was something else. I don't remember. That was quite a while ago. This, believe it or not, that's 40 minutes of sanding. So, well, anytime I got leftover, I've been filling in down here. But, yeah, right here. That's right. And I have tapped the high points down a little bit right here, so it's a little better, but I will skim that and sand it. All right, so what I wound up doing is feathering out right there. there was a little ding right here from shipping, so I filled that. And then on the other side, you'll see I went ahead and feathered those. Had a little more left over, so did a little more down low. Now that's a lot. Most of that will go away, but there is a low spot right here, so I wanted to be able to transition it the whole way across. And then all those little dings I kind of filled in right there. So I'll sand those down after they dry. So, and then I've shown in the past, I just leave the dirty paper on top. It does two things. One, it protects the next piece of paper. But two, I know the filler's dry when that's dry. All right, we just sanded and vacuumed. So here you can see how little of that actually remained. Same here. So this one, remember I had to build that up. But on this side, you'll see very little of that actually remained. But now it's much smoother. Once again, we're just slowly building up this part that doesn't really matter, but you know, if there's extra filler, might as well. Now remember how much was here? It was a bunch, but really that's where we're at. I'm starting to get into the epoxy primer, so I'm done sanding there until our next coat of polyester. So I don't want to expose any metal here. It's bad enough that I have some exposed on the deck lid. That filled in pretty nice. You can see that's much smoother, and it's one of those things that you probably would notice. So yeah, getting a little bit more done. Got some chores I gotta go do, so we'll be back for you. It'll be a second for me. I have no idea. Might be today, might be tomorrow. Well, it's the next day and it's a little chilly outside. So, quick recap of where we were. I started sanding that at 600. I did some repairs here, repairs down here. It's funny, you can barely see what I did here. I know I smeared so much, but very little of that is actually left. Over here a little more, but that was there before. And I had done the top of that other door. One of the things Harlan asked me to do yesterday is I'm going to pick the car up and I'm going to start getting all of that down there sanded down, because apparently that's in my instruction set. So I'm going to take care of that. Not going to be the easiest to get at, but I'm sure we can kind of work something out. Well, to be fair, I honestly thought this would be worse than it is. But this stretch under here is actually not that hard to sand. I've got a few dings that, I don't know, see these two here from rocks or something? I don't know that I'm going to do anything about them. I am going to do some light tappa with the hammer and see if anything cleans up. But the fact that I didn't even know they were there, and I'm working on the car, and this is kind of technically where things are going to get thrown, I don't know that I want to get too crazy under the rocker. The face of this actually is cleaning up pretty good. I can see every spot weld now, and you can see this is smoothing out pretty nice. So I'm going to grab the hammer, do a little ding work here, and see if I can clean it up. If I can't, well, you know, I don't know that I'm going to get that bent out of shape, but I have a feeling I can at least improve that shape. All right, Inspector Ollie is checking my work. We have moved over and started sanding on this side. Not as many of those dings, but there are a couple on the pinch weld where it's kind of flared out. Not going to straighten those. I'm sure somebody picked it up by a jack here, looking at the distance between those. So, is what it is, but we're starting to get it smoother. Remember, this is all going to get another coat. So, yeah, Ollie just said I better get it pretty smooth. Sorry about that. I just lost a clip. That was my own fault. But Been sanding down here a little bit more. Can't wait to get it covered again and then see what she looks like. Not looking for perfection back here, but I'm definitely looking for better than factory apparently, because I keep filling in these spot welds. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I can't help it. And then getting pretty happy with how all of that has come out. As we all know, this body line is as good as my skill set is going. It's way better than the car ever was before. So I know she's not perfect, but she is a lot better. And then I have a little more work right here I think I want to do. You can see how the scratches have high points and medium points. So I think I will give that a little more work before we spray. Other than that, I think she's on hold until Harlan's got some time. So I'm going to have to find out about when he wants me to do wax and grease. And also, I know we want to spray the bulk of the car again, but I don't know that we actually have to do the roof. I didn't go through anywhere on the roof. So that I may be able to go ahead and start taking into 600. The only area is that little spot on the back that I added. Sorry, the car's up. That I added filler. But even there, I didn't go through. And I think he'd be able, since he's got to do this C-pillar anyway, I think he'd be able to pull that around and hit that spot. So hopefully, I don't think we actually have to do the whole roof. We do have to do the pillars, obviously the fill panel, the deck lid, quarters, doors, fenders, hood, header and valance, as well as the tail pan and the rockers. Oh, and the fender extensions. So, and then I get to sand it all again. Figure by the time we're done with this car, I will definitely know every flaw there is and hopefully be able to hide it from all of you. Anyway, I think I'm going to call it. It's been an interesting winter. It is very, very cold again, but we didn't get any snow. All you people down south stole our snow. So, hope you guys love driving in ice and snow when you got summer tires on your cars. We saw in Kansas City and St. Louis, you guys are playing bumper cars. So, you know, maybe when it's like that, stay home. Your cars aren't prepared for it, and the people around you aren't prepared to support you when you slide. So, give us our snow back. We need some. It is very, very dry up here right now. And I'd like to go ice fishing, but the lakes are very, very, very slick right now. And even with winter tires, I know better than that game. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll continue working.